Hey guys, real quick before we start the video, if I do not answer the question that you clicked on this video hoping to find, please leave it down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to either answer that question in the comments or make a follow-up video answering the question. Anyways, thanks for clicking on this video. Enjoy.
It's time to get to work. Get to work, boys.
Hey, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a 50,000 mile update slash review video of my 2020 Ford F-150 XLT. If you guys are brand new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully this video is helpful to you guys. If you guys aren't new, you guys know exactly what is behind me right now. This is a not much stock anymore 2020 F-150 XLT Sport. It has the 2.7 liter V6 EcoBoost engine in it, along with four-wheel drive. I'll give you guys a quick run over of everything that I've done to the truck thus far. I guess we can kind of probably just start from the front and work our way back. So, as you can see right here, we've got some aftermarket mods on the truck. We've got ourselves a bull bar, and this is an LAS fit LED light bar that sits right on top of it. I believe it's TAC is the brand for this bull bar. I had the exact same bull bar on my 2006 F-150. Liked it a lot, so I got a new one for this truck. We've got a Raptor-esque aftermarket grille that I put on the front here. Now, these letters did not come color matched to the truck. I bought these letters that came with this grille, and then I went and I looked up some spray paint and some clear coat, got the color code for the Ford F-150 Leadfoot Gray, and then I color matched those to the front. We've got aftermarket LED headlights. We've got some diode dynamic fog lights down here, some diode dynamic pod lights that sit up on this, which look really, really good. This truck is also sitting on a leveling kit. Now, I got, I believe, a 2.5 inch leveling kit for this truck. And so now, unfortunately, this guy sits a little higher in the front than it should, because what I should have done is gotten either a 2 inch or like an 1.5 inch leveling kit for the front in order to get it to sit completely flat. But it still does look good. These are the stock 18 inch rims that came with the vehicle. These are, what are these guys here? Boost Auto tow mirrors. These are the electric power fold option. Really, really cool electric power extending as well. This truck is awesome. It's semi easy to work on. It's definitely not as easy to work on as some of the older models were. I had a 2006 F-150 that I've told you guys about before. Much easier to work on the exterior wise. As far as interior wise goes, the new models and the old models are about the same level of difficulty to work on. Also do have these aftermarket taillights. I've got the the F-150 insert lettering on the back, a hard tonneau cover. Tonneau covers are the way to go, whether it's a soft trifold or a hard, sit on top trifold. I think they're awesome. I think that they look great, and they do provide that extra level of security and stability as far as storing cargo back there. So one of the things I really love about the truck is the ability to use the Ford Pass app. So you can lock, unlock, or start your vehicle anywhere as long as you've got, access to your phone, access to Wi-Fi or cell service. You can remote start, lock, unlock your vehicle at any point in time. I went ahead and started the process right now. You guys just heard the truck turn on at home, so that's what that process is. And it's very helpful for a multitude of reasons, right? So you can get your vehicle, get your truck at a comfortable temperature and at a good, safe operating temperature ahead of time. So say you guys, are waking up at 5 a.m. every morning to go to work. You don't want to go out in a super cold or a super hot climate and start your vehicle to try and get that temperature to where it's comfortable inside the cabin. You can schedule a remote start for your truck at say 4:45. So by the time you guys get out to your truck at 5 o'clock, your truck has already been running and sort of correcting itself temperature wise for 15 minutes. I live in a very hot climate, so I hate going out to the truck and sweating my butt off first thing in the morning. So I like to schedule my remote starts about 15 minutes before I have to leave the house. That way when I get inside the cab of the truck, it's already nice and cool and we're good to go. Another thing I like about this truck a lot, so the 2.7 V6 EcoBoost engine is, I'm gonna use the word peppy. So it's definitely not gonna, win you any races, in a 0 to 60 pull at the drag strip. But as far as getting off the line, the ability to speed up quickly and get around somebody or avoid somebody in traffic is very nice. I'm in sport mode right now, but I'll just give you guys, so if you just punch it, I mean, you'll get up and go pretty quickly, pretty easily. And I do like the different modes of driving that it has. So you've got your normal mode, right? But you've got your standard, you've got your slippery ice conditions, which basically means if you go to accelerate from a dead stop, if you're in like a wet or an icy condition, you're just gonna accelerate much slower. I think it might even somewhat kick in four-wheel drive a little bit just to make sure that you don't spin out. But as far as the engine goes, the engine's great. It's got plenty of pep. I've towed boats with this before. I've pulled, other people's trucks out of a ditch before. So it's got everything you want. It's definitely much more of a gentleman's driving around truck. You're not really, I guess you could beat the crap out of this truck if you really wanted to. I don't know if it would hold up as well as maybe the 5-liter V8 or maybe an F-150 or something like that. But as far as just being a great, can do everything well, not the best at anything type of truck, I think this one really hits the nail on the head. So everybody wants a vehicle that is, easy to maintain, has good, maintenance of ownership and all that kind of stuff. This truck right now, as we're sitting, has 49,250 miles on it. So essentially 50,000 miles. I've had this truck a little over 4.5 years. So essentially you could say that this is a 5-year, 50,000 mile, review of the truck. I've had no issues with it. Sure, every once in a while, like, I'll go to turn the truck on, when it's 120 degrees outside because it's Florida, and the screen will be black for the first, 20 or 30 seconds before it actually kicks on. I think that's probably like an overheating issue that maybe Ford has to work out, but I've had no issues. I've done the regularly scheduled, oil changes, change the air filter, like anything that you would think would kind of be common sense, I've done, and I've had no issues. There's been no backfiring, there's been no issues with shifting in and out of four-wheel drive. Basically anything that you could think of in your mind that like, oh, like Ford messes up here, or this always goes wrong. Maybe I'm just not at the mile increment yet where issues like that start rearing their heads, but I've had no issues with this truck, which is just awesome. So obviously when these vehicles first came out, everybody was highly touting, oh, it's a small engine, but it gets good gas mileage, the EcoBoost engines and everything, but you still, you don't sacrifice the horsepower, the torque. I will show you guys, I will be transparent with y'all. You can see there's a 19.4 average mile per gallon. There's some proof right there of the 49,250 miles. I'd say that this truck gets decent gas mileage. I'd say my driving is kind of like a perfect in between of city and highway. My average commute to work is about 25 minutes, plenty of stoplights along the way. So there's all my city driving right there. But occasionally, I guess somewhat frequently, I will take this truck on about a 400-mile round-trip road trip to go visit family on the other coast. So I do get plenty of highway miles in there, where I'll be averaging in the probably like 24, 25 miles per gallon. I'd say if you're looking for any something that's going to be even remotely close to a hybrid, this ain't the truck. If you're looking for something that isn't a gas guzzler and gets only like 12 miles per gallon or something like that, this is gonna blow that out of the water. Again, I said this a little bit earlier, I think that this truck hits a lot of the just above average as far as what you get for your money on so many levels. The power, the fuel economy, the ease of ownership. Yeah, I think it does so many things well. Another plus about this truck is that the interior is huge. So I'd say I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", 230 pounds, and I'm not even close to being all the way back as far as how far this driver's seat goes. And as you can see, I've got plenty of room down here. In the back seat, that's a full-size golf bag. And as you can tell, there is plenty of room. I'll show you guys a little size comparison. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be that lazy and not actually hop in the back and show you how easily I fit back in here. Scoot that over there. Bear with me. Plenty of room. Again, 6'2", 230. I've got plenty of room with my legs back in here, and I am crammed back in here with a full-size golf bag, but we've got plenty of room. That's a huge thing, because there are a lot of trucks. I think the Ram and the Silverado are very guilty of this. They have 4-door pickups, but in reality it's closer to what they used to call a king cab back in the day, where it was basically like 1.5. It was kind of like the butterfly open up doors like that, but they wanted to give the appearance that you had a full-size 4-door pickup, so they put 4 full doors back here. But the back seat, there's like absolutely no room at all. So something to keep in mind. Ford does have the like 1.5 door option, but they keep it, I don't know, to me, honest. And they let you know, hey, it's not a full backseat option like this guy is here. So that's one thing that I really do appreciate about this. It's great, obviously, if you've got a family. There's plenty of room back here for car seats, for dogs, for other full-size men or adults. Really enjoy how large the inside of the cab is. Now, I did mention earlier, this is the XLT trim package. I've always had this strategy. If you don't want to go this way, by all means do you. This is what I did. I went with a lower trim package. I did opt for a whatever the trim package was, where you kept the power seats, but when this truck first got here, when I first got it, it just had black cloth XLT Sport seats on it. These are seat covers, and they're really cool seat covers, I might add. But underneath, I actually have red leather cat skin right here. If you guys want a really good truck, go with a lower level STX or XL or XLT trim package, and then spend like anywhere between $1,500 to $2,000 more, depending on where you live in the country, and get cat skin leather installed on this truck. I've made full-length, in-depth videos about that whole process. I'm very transparent with how much I paid, what the whole process looks like. Do it that way. If you guys opt for the Lariat because you want leather, you are spending such a crazy premium just chasing leather seats and maybe like a heated steering wheel. To me, in my opinion, not at all worth it. Go with a bare bones approach and do the other stuff, like piece it in, and that way you only get the pieces that you want and that you are willing to pay for, and you don't wind up paying a premium for features that you don't even care about. And if you're somebody like me who really can't help themselves and they gotta tinker with every toy that they get, this truck is actually a pretty good platform for you. There's plenty of options, really easy, inexpensive options as far as customization goes. This carbon fiber overlay, it's just some nice plastic trim pieces that I got off of the internet. We've got a huge, massive, I think this is 14.1 inch touchscreen here. This actually hooks up to the Ford Sync module. So you're getting an aftermarket unit, but it's still using the same Ford Sync platform to hook everything up. So essentially you're just using the same computer on a bigger screen. Really awesome. We've got the same carbon fiber overlay pieces here, but we've got it on the steering wheel. Obviously, there's a ton of options out on the market for seat covers as well, which is also something to think about. If you are somebody that likes to tinker with stuff, there are a lot of different options, customization options out there. There's a lot of companies that are making aftermarket parts for these types of trucks. So something to consider. Now, hopefully, as I'm going through this review for you guys, you all are thinking of your own questions that you are wanting answered. If I have not covered what you guys want, if you guys haven't found the information you're looking for, from this video, please, by all means, leave it down in the comments below. I try to be very diligent about getting back to every single one of you and answering all of your comments. So please leave your questions down below, leave your comments down below. Even if it's something that I have to make an entire another video on, I want to get this information out there and I want it to be helpful to you guys. So please leave it down there. I'll be sure to read it and I'll be sure to get back to you. So overall rating, I'm going to give this truck a solid 9 out of 10. Why it can't be a 10 out of 10 is because nothing can be perfect. So I'm not going to give this truck a perfect rating. Really the only things that I don't love about this truck are kind of things that are in some ways my own fault. Like I told you, I installed an incorrectly sized leveling kit on this truck, so it sits a little bit too high, which causes like an uneven wear pattern on the tires, so I have to really keep that in mind as I'm rotating them and all that kind of stuff. But this truck has been awesome. Everything you want in a truck as far as, you know, sit up high, feel plenty safe, have lots of airbags, be easily visible as you're driving through traffic. It's everything you want. I think the truck is the best looking truck on the road by far. I mean, I'm a diehard Ford guy, so obviously there's some people out there that are rolling their eyes, but I think that it's the best looking truck on the road. I think that as far as dependability goes, they're great. Reliability goes, they're great. I'm very, very happy with this truck. Like I said, I've had it for about 4.5 years now, coming up on 5. My next truck will absolutely be another F-150, and I can't wait to see all the new features and you know, all the new interior goodies and gadgets and everything that they got on those new trucks. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, like I already said, if I didn't answer any of your questions, if I didn't give you the information you were looking for, just ask, leave it down below. I'll be more than happy to get back to you guys. And like I said, even if it has to, you know, if the answer turns out being like another full-length video, I'm gonna do it for you guys. I've done it in the past. I really appreciate all your support. I think at this point, we are over 15,000 subscribers. I've dropped off the map heavily as far as making videos go, but if you guys have been following on the channel, you guys know that recently, you know, started a family, so having a baby really takes out a lot of free time with that. But I love making videos and I'm definitely never gonna stop. Sometimes the frequency just might be a little bit more far apart than it used to be, but really enjoying, you know, my family and everything that's going along with that. Actually have another little one on the way, so drop a like for that. You guys have been awesome as far as support goes. Can't thank you all enough. Yeah, man, I'm just straight rambling at this point, but thank you guys so much for watching. Leave any comments, questions, concerns down below. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, all that good stuff. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.